if there's anybody trying to interfere with this reading, please block them so we can receive the messages that you brought us here to receive. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. So, hello everybody, and welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time here. So, we're about to do another reading. This time, the subject matter, we had the temple card, and it has Jews at the bottom, so this could be talking about the temple, which is the body. Or this could actually be talking about the Jews. And we know a lot of people say that the Jews run society. I don't know how true that is. I just heard what I heard, right? The Jews run the music industry, the movies, the major corporations. And if you looked at the picture I posted in our community tab, you'll see that the next card in succession, or the last card in succession, was the major corporations. Okay, so the card that came out, we had monarchy and the big questions. So I guess there's something of extreme importance that has been perplexing those who run these major corporations, those who basically run society. Okay, and the underlying issue, we had reggae. So the reggae energy could be talking about, because reggae is kind of like a gospel kind of genre. It's all about God, it's all about upliftment, it's all about growth. It's all about positive thinking, healing, all about recognizing and respecting truth, all about problem solving, all about love. It's about those things, doing the right thing. Okay, so we had reggae, then we had friend, and we have elders. And we had health. So reggae and friend, you already heard what reggae is about. So friend, that's what basically a friend do. Okay, a friend supports you, not friendly me, friend. A friend is where you find real love, support, okay, healing, progress. That's what a friend does, okay? And we have elders, health. Well, the elders are the ones with the experience. They're the ones with the knowledge and the wisdom. They've been here for a longer time. They've learned a lot. And therefore, they're very important to society, although most people don't treat them as though they are. Which is understandable too, because some elders, they're still growing, and therefore they will sometimes behave like children, and that kind of make them lose their credibility. But we need to be more mature and respect them for what they should be respected for, and allow them space to grow and heal, because the longer you've been on this earth is the longer that you've been through some shit, some things that you'd prefer to forget, hence this dementia. Okay, people you prefer to forget. The longer you've been here, the more mistakes you make and the more regrets you have, if you're not a person who lives consciously. And reggae is all about consciousness too. Think before you act, you know. So we got elders, health, and we got hair or lactation. That's talking about the head, the mind. I don't think it's actually talking about the hair or lactation, but what's up here is your head. your mind, the way you think. Okay, and we got demons, so that explains itself. And we got secret agent, so this is talking about watching out for bad teachings, bad influences, things like that. Adults, okay, and the children too. So we got government, politics. And like we said, these major corporations, they run society. Government runs society. Let's read on. We got the gods, work, atheist. So they're trying to turn people away from God. That's why there's such a lack of integrity when it comes to business, when it comes to the running of our society. There's a lack of integrity, a lack of positive vibe. Happiness isn't encouraged. Being your best self isn't encouraged. It's actually frowned upon by these people who run our society. They prefer to see us sick. They prefer to see us in jail. They prefer to see us near death. Not really dead, unless they're making money from that too. But money over everything. That's how they run the society. Okay? Money and power over everything. So, after we got the atheists, we got Anunnaki. They show up again. That's followed by hairdressing. So that's another head card. Okay. Then we got the major corporations card coming in after that. And that was followed by the reptilians, if you were wondering what's coming next. Okay. So it's all about our mind, it seems. It's all about how we think. Alright. So let's put these back. Now that we've broken down what's going on, let's see what it is that God wants to tell us. Okay, so we got the Jews, monarchy, and the big question. So the monarchy is sovereign power, sovereignty. The ones who make the rules. The monarchy is like the king, queen, emperor, empress kind of energy. They run things, right? And we got big questions. So let's find out what it is that God wants to talk about now. Let me just gather the decks. One more. Okay. So this is my shirt for doing personal readings. That's the telephone number to call me on or text me on. Once you text me, there is a £20 charge to do a price reading to find out how much to charge you so that I don't charge poor people the same price as I charge rich people. And I don't charge rich people the same price that I charge poor people, because people who can afford to pay more for the readings, they should. And people who can't afford to pay a lot for the readings, they shouldn't. So I do a reading, and that costs £20. If you go ahead with the reading, we can deduct the £20 off of your total. And if you don't go with the reading, I keep the £20 for the time that I put into serving you. Okay? So, without further delay, let's get right into it. The first thing I want to look at is the big question. So let's get a better view of this big question. Okay? So the monarchy got big question. So what you want us to know about this big question that they're so perplexed about? Where do we find that? Those of you who are not new here, if you see me blowing my nose and wiping my face and my hands and stuff like that, you know why. Those of you who are new here, I just want you to know that I'm under attack by the same monarchy, the same major corporations, the same secret society who decide they want to run the whole world. Those who are focused on world domination, they hate me, and so they fight against me in many ways. I was attacked recently with some kind of black dust. They look like lint, but they don't act like lint. They were intended to ruin my respiratory tract, and they're all over my cards, so it makes me sneeze, it makes my eyes itch, my skin itch, my nose run. But God has kept me from being damaged by it. It's all over my clothes. I have to hoover my clothes to get rid of them out of the house. After I wash my clothes, I have to hoover them. I can't just wear them. I have to hoover them, and before I wear them, I still have to use the lint roller and take off any excess. Because even in a small amount, it affects my respiratory health. And it's hard to get them off the card, so I have to live with it. So, getting more information on the big questions that the powers that be are so concerned about. So the subject matter of the big questions, we have immature friends. Immature friends. I wonder what their immature friends look like. Describe them. What for a people who are dead set on world domination, for a people who put money over life, they put money over health, they put money over family, they put money over friends, they put money over right. What do you consider immature friends? What could possibly be the description in your mind of an immature friend? Because your whole existence is one of immaturity. You cannot govern yourself, but you want to govern the whole world. What kind of ambition is that? We were all born free and equal, and we have the right to life and to govern ourselves, to be the masters of our own fate. But you want to be the master of everybody's fate. You want to be God. In the eyes of a person like me, I see that as immaturity. You can never be God. You don't even know how you were formed. You don't know how creation came about. If it stopped raining today, you can't make the rain fall from the sky. You don't know nothing about the moon and the stars, the sun. What kind of ambition is that to want to be God over everybody and everything? You find oil in the earth. What really is the point of oil in the earth? You people go and suck it out. For what? The earth is a living organism. Are you not smart enough to realize that? The oil could be the blood. Look at the human form and you see the veins inside of us. It contains vital fluids. Fluids vital in the proper functioning of our cells. So the oil that you find in the earth, I'm no scientist, but I would imagine that it is imperative that it be left there to a large extent for the proper functioning of Mother Earth. You people drill into Mother Earth and you suck out Mother Earth's blood for money. For status, for authority, for power. What's more immature than that? You people create problems for humanity. You create diseases. You poison the air. You poison our food. You poison our water. What's more immature than that? So what do you consider an immature friend? That is my question. to all the people who run this society. So the big questions. The subject matter of your big question is immature friends. So the card that come out is, have they been kind to you? The underlying issue is, be kind to yourself. We got to do some research about these negative influences. It says on social media, but negative influences everywhere. And expect a good outcome. So what we got going on here? So the big question that this monarchy, these people who consider themselves sovereign beings, the only sovereign beings of society, the thing that's on their mind is immature colleagues or immature friends, immature associates. And then they're asking, have they been kind to you? Have they been kind to them? So what now? Are you all looking at each other to figure out, well, are you valued among yourselves? Do you value each other? Can you trust each other? Is this what's happening here? There's no honor among thieves. You are so concerned about if your colleagues can be trusted and if they actually care about you, if they value you, what's the status of your friendship or your association. Look at what you've been doing to the rest of the world. You don't care about how you treat us. You people say the earth is populated and you need to delete a number of people. This is your thought process. How do you determine who should be deleted from the face of the earth? Who gets to decide that? Who told you that the earth is overpopulated in the first place? How you know that? If you're so concerned about the overpopulation of the earth, I tell you people already, you need to delete yourself, your mother, your father, your children, your teachers, your pastors, your doctor, your dentist, your nurse, your driver, your employees, everybody that belong to you. Start there, since you care so much about how many people reside on the face of the earth. You should start with yourselves. So the underlying issue is, be kind to yourself. So you want to be treated with kindness, you want to be treated with fairness among your group. So that means your whole little fraternity is falling apart. Your whole little evil fraternity, your world denomination fraternity is falling apart. You don't know who to trust. There's no honor among thieves. You see, you guys have watched each other do so much shady things to each other that every day you wonder, is he doing it to me too? Is she doing it to me too? Can I trust this motherfucker? Can they trust you? Are you loyal to them? And let's just suppose that you people manage to accomplish your goal of worldly, what is the word? I can't even remember what the word is, and I just call the word world domination. Let's say you accomplish your evil plan of world domination. Which of you get to call the shots ultimately? Have you taken the time to discuss that and decide and agree? Who get to be the king of all kings or the queen of all queens among your crew of world dominators? Which of you are going to maintain seats as subjects and give all power and glory to this one being? Have you had that discussion yet? Because you all can't rule. So you know what's going to happen even if you accomplish this world domination scheme? You're always going to be plotting and scheming to take each other out. Has that started already? Which of you show the most potential to be the ideal king of all kings or queen of all queens among you world dominators? Whoever that is, you need to watch yourself. Because whoever else see themselves as being capable of holding such a high seat, they're gonna want to take you out so they can sit in it. So I understand your concern. You basically want to know if you can trust your associates. Moving on. So God says, do some research. Be kind to yourself. Do some research. I'm helping you to think. These are questions that you need to ask. Do some neat research about these negative influences that you got swirling around you. All these concerns. Real questions, the big questions. And God says, expect a good outcome. I don't know what that looks like for people like you, but God said, expect a good outcome. So, expect a good outcome. So, the next card we had to come is, you know who to ask. We got, who are they? Can you trust them? Smiling faces walk with destruction in their heart. So we got the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Dan, dan, day. We have learned from the past. Keep calm and carry on. Immature parents. Oh God. And immature guardians. Keep calm and carry on, God say. Dan, dan, day. So now we have a better view of what this big question is, what you're so worried about. Let's get into the reading. Is it all for nothing? How come you guys didn't think this far ahead? When you made your plan originally for world domination, like, how come you have, there's so many of you, like, how come you never take the time to think about these things? I don't get it. I thought y'all were the smartest. No, you're not. You just wannabes. But that's very immature of you. And you know I'm right. You don't want me to be right, but you know I'm right. But they say the rotten fruits will fall off the tree by themselves. Alright, so the subject matter of the first message, we have swagger. What is your charisma, your personal swagger, be it subtle or loud? So your swagger, that's like your style, your vibe. Interesting. Because everybody, basically, it's just, yeah, your thing, your vibe. Interesting. Let's see where God is going with this. Before we continue, let me just look up the word charisma. According to the dictionary. Just so we have a proper view. I don't want to give my own definition. It's better to do it this way. Charisma. Person's power to attract, to influence, attract or influence people. So a person's power to attract or influence people. That's the definition of charisma. Your power to attract and or influence people. So which one of you are the most swaggerific? Or which of you, because there'll be more than one of you. So just know that the more swaggerific you are, the higher your chances of becoming a target among your peers. With great power comes great responsibility. Oh, we touch the hem of his garment, and his love has made me whole. Negus, yes it is Negus. Negus mean king. Oh, Negus in my soul. Oh, I touched the hem of his garment, and his love has made me whole. Yes, it is me. Okay, so the first card we have to come out is what they need to hear. Then we have change your look or presentation. And then we have conscious music, because this is my music deck, but it's talking about consciousness. The meaning is in the name. That's another thing that reggae is for, consciousness. The meaning is in the name. What do the masses need to be conscious of? That's the next question. So, and there's one more card. It was in the reverse. We have expand your lyrical content, your conversation. All right, hold on. We're going to get to the bottom of who God is talking to with this. Maybe it could be you talking to yourself, you talking to your fellow world dominators or something. Just wait. Oops. Let's see how this one is meant to be interpreted. Let's see, you've got to tell you, shut the fuck up. Feels correct like this. Okay, it's in the upright. in the reverse, God would have been saying, yeah, you don't need to say nothing, just shut up. Okay, so let's see the underlying issue or the reasoning behind this. We got, remember, it's a mission, it's not a competition, dear world dominators. It's a mission. So this calls for maturity. Y'all can't be fighting over who's gonna be the head. You people have to select the head and give the head space to reign as the head. Which of you are willing to do that? Let me go turn off my heater. Hold on. Yes, it is legal. Negus. coming. Alright, so remember, it's a mission, it's not a competition, but right now y'all are feeling very competitive, all of you, and that's why you can't trust each other. A house divided cannot stand. Divide and conquer. Some people might say I'm helping you guys to get strong. Am I? I'm just delivering the message. God put me on this path. If it was up to me, I wouldn't have selected these things. I wouldn't be giving this message, but God sent me here to deliver this message, and that I shall do. So whoever is offended by me delivering this message, there's nothing I can do about it. Because when God sent me to deliver a message to we the people for our upliftment, I come and deliver your messages. And one thing we need to understand about God is God loved the evil man just like how God loved the good people. Divine law, however, is that which casts judgment on those who deserve to be judged or punished. The law has already been written. It's up to these people to acknowledge and respect God's law. But when it comes to God's love, God loves everybody. Understand that about God Almighty. Don't mix up God's love with God's law. Because your parents love you or you love your children, but the rules are the rules in your house. Your parents love you, but the rules are the rules when you were subjected to their rules in their house. And that's what we're dealing with here. So don't be offended by me bringing this message to these children. They're God's children too. Don't be confused. There's God's love and there's God's law. Just because they break the law or they do something wrong, it don't mean God gonna stop loving them. So let's reconvene. So we got change or tweak the beat, vibration and energy control. So acknowledging that this is a mission, not a competition, that will help you guys to contain or control the energies that's swirling around you. Because right now, there's a serious energy of betrayal. All if it's not present, it's in your mind at least. And that's why this is coming up. It's on your mind heavy. I'm talking to the world dominators. You all have been wondering who can you trust among you. And whoever that is that's fucking with my mouth, I pray you stop. You don't want to hear this message? I could turn off the camera because I don't really want to read it either. I just work here. I'm not liking the customers I'm dealing with today. So there we go again, the swagger card. What is your charisma? Your power to attract and influence. Right now, all of you, if you conduct yourself right, you have the power to attract what it is that you actually want. So the question is, what is priority in your mind? On your list of priorities, is it that you be the world dominator of world dominators? Or is it that you work together as a team to see your plans come to fruition? And can I just interject right here that even though you have no respect for God's law, it doesn't mean that they don't apply to you. You are still subject. So remember that. So, what they need to hear, change your look or presentation. What do the masses need to be conscious of? So God is talking to you guys. This is what you need to be conscious of. So you need to expand your lyrical content when it comes to how you're talking about yourself, about what you're trying to achieve. Remember, it's a mission, it's not a competition. Right now for you guys, it's a competition and not a mission. That's your first message. And that's why you're wondering, like, who can I really trust here? Because you have immature friends. They're not behaving right. So you're already going wrong for what you're trying to accomplish. Can you get it right? Is there a right way in all this at all? Including your connection, your compulsory connection to divine law. You need to take that into consideration in all your decision making. Because your intentions are evil. So does that make your whole mission null and void? What will become of you? When will be your judgment? When will be your judgment day? When does this expire? When does your free reign to do this immature nonsense, because you're immature guardians, as we saw. You are the guardians and you're immature guardians. There's an expiry date for that. There's an expiry date on how long you can make we the people suffer. Because God is the helper of the helpless. So in all your planning, you need to remember that. Make sure you factor in that. It's a mission. Because you will get your ass beat. I don't care how much God love you. I can guarantee you, you will get your ass beat. Because God love me and I get my ass beat when I'm out of order. Hem of his garment. You see, the thing with God is God will give us our heart's desire. Just so that we can see that that's not what we wanted in the first place. Especially if God's been trying to guide us away from that thing that God already know is going to be our doom. If you insist, God will give it to you. And then beat your ass with that same thing. There's a tarot card, one of my tarot readers, well, I haven't seen her use it for a long time, but the tarot card say, argue for your limitations and you will get to keep them. Hem of his garment, and his love has made me whole. Argue for your limitations and you will get to keep them. Pick sense out of nonsense. You see, in order for you to achieve this world domination mission, you need people of my caliber playing for your team. You can't do it without people of my caliber. Remember that too. So you need the most fierce soldiers playing for your team. You need the most intelligent computer hackers or IT geniuses playing for your team. You need the best oracles, because you know it's all about the magic, playing for your team, and you definitely ain't gonna get me. You've been trying a long time, and my answer will always be no. I will not give away a continent for an island. I'm smarter than that. Do not insult my intelligence. Because right now, I am exalted above all of you. You think I'm going to give away that power to be a subject of yours? You must be silly about world domination. Any enemy of God's is an enemy of mine. Remember that. Reject Jah and I stamp you destination unknown. Midnight say that. If them reject Jah, I stamp them destination unknown. Reggae music to the world. Rasta man don't show them like how the system dread we come in dreader. We flash it dreader than dread. Rasta don't move, big man. Rasta man don't move. Show them. Like how the system dread we come in dreader. We flash it dreader than dread. Rasta. We are the lions, we come in dread. Dread in our walk, not dread in our head. Dread out of Judah, straight down to Addis Ababa, crown the king. Negos, me say. Anywho, the subject matter of this part of your reading. We got passion, fire, more fire. We will educate black and my Rasta never call you Filinga. Teach them to read the road signs. Rasta. We are the lions, we come in dread. Dread in our walk, not dread in our head. Dread out of Judah. Anywho, so we got healer and we got awakening. Are you awakening? Do you see the message that I've come to bring to you? Let's look at the underlying issue. So we got grounding of your fertility. Spoiler alert. You are playing a lose-lose game. Dear world dominators. It doesn't matter which one of you come out to be king of or queen of the queens of all the world dominators. All y'all gonna lose. Because there's only one. So there's gonna be a grounding of your fertility. You will be fruitless. Are you getting that? Let me read on. So we got containment of your stability. You see that too? So God asks, are you healing yet? Are you awakening yet? Are you seeing what we are saying to you? You don't have to. I'm going to read on for those who can see. Okay? So containment, grounding of your fertility and containment of your stability. There will be no fertility and no stability. You need a rebirth. You need to kill off this version of you in your mind and replace it with a new version of you that makes sense. Because right now you're not making any sense. None at all. We got feminine. Rebirth of the feminine energy. Feminine energy is the energy to attract. I remember the swaggerific card was talking about your ability to attract. So the question is, what are you attracting in the energy that you currently reside? You're not attracting good things. You're attracting infertility and instability. We got responsibility, intensification of the masculine energy when it comes to your foundation. You are responsible for what you go after when it comes to this rebirth. So after you delete who you are now and you go through this rebirth, you are responsible for that which you go after, that which you create. Masculine energy. Feminine energy is the receiving energy. Masculine energy is the go-getter energy. So after you delete who you are right now, which is the best advice for you, which I know you're going to ignore, but I'm talking about those who actually want this message, okay? If you don't want this message, I'm not here talking to you. I'm talking to those who understand what I'm saying, those who believe in what God is saying to you, and those who actually want to change their course to a better one that's not full of infertility and instability. So, it is your responsibility to intensify your go-getter attitude when it comes to your foundation. Build on solid ground. Build on better ground. Because the grounds that you're building on right now, it's going to fall. You're building in the air and you don't even know. There's nothing solid underneath you, and this is why you're worried about whether or not you can even trust your support, your so-called support system. You know you're not safe among each other. So this go-getter energy, you will invoke the proper unions, a proper support system where you don't have to wonder if you can trust this person or not. So right now, you need to trash the crap that you're building, that you call your life, and start to build a new one. Because the ones that you're around right now, you're all immature. There's no support system, there's no stability, there's no fertility. You are actually spiraling downward. Am I telling the truth? We got guardian and winter. So we're trying to guard you from this instability and infertility. In the winter, nothing grows. You cannot plant food in the winter. In the winter is when everything is frozen, barren, death. So we're trying to guard you against this loss that you are headed towards. Look, protection from your shadow self. The darkness that you call your life, God is trying to protect you from that. Get your next message. And y'all are the same ones who tried to ruin me. Y'all are the same ones who got this poisonous gas coming up out of my sink in the kitchen. I can't go in my kitchen and wash my dishes in peace or cook my food in peace. I have to be there breathing in toxic fumes. Y'all are the same ones who planted these whatever you planted in the light so that it could release toxic fumes, and in the electrical sockets. Y'all tried to ruin me. And here I am, using my skills to bless you. To save you from yourself. But y'all didn't want nobody to save me from you. Because y'all think that I'm getting in your way. You don't need me to get in your way. You're ruining your life just fine. All by yourselves. That's the truth of the matter. I am not your problem. You are your problem. I have never been your problem. Because I am still who I am. This is who I've always been. Speaking the truth. Whether you like it or not. And that's why you want to ruin me. You don't want to hear the truth. But the truth is what has the power to set you free. Put you on the right course. But you want to ruin me. You want to stop me from breathing. You want to stop me from seeing. You want to make me blind. You want to stop me from being able to talk. And yet God is still using all these elements to bless you. You are the same ones fighting against me. And here I am. Being your savior. Secondary. I could have refused this job. I could refuse. But you see, I'm an obedient child. I don't have to like God's decisions. I just know that God's decisions are all perfect. And so I trust in them. I can't go to my kitchen and get clean water coming from my pipe. Y'all put an extra something in my water. So whereas you contaminate the water naturally, y'all put an extra little zing of something in mine. I can't just go to the water, go to the pipe and enjoy clean water. Y'all have all these pipes dripping inside this house with whatever concoction behind the walls, within the walls. So when the water is added to that concoction, it releases some horrible fumes in the house. I have to stick some plastic, some adhesive plastic paper to block whatever nonsense that is behind the wall so I can breathe fresh air in my home. In my toilet, same thing. Y'all got some water dripping onto my daughter's bed. She can't lie down in her bed comfortable. And last time the water dripped some brown looking water on my daughter's bed. This is how you're treating us. And yet we're here being a blessing to you. Because I know you people be visiting my child where she walked to, you know. And because I raised a respectable woman, I know that she treats you all with respect. All when you don't deserve it. But God will repay us. So we continue. Your last mission was to try and make us homeless. Well, your current mission is to try and make us homeless. You want us to be out on the street. But being out on the street also means no access to electricity to charge my phones to be able to bring you or anybody else these messages. But if y'all think that I would be the type of homeless person to be on the street and be begging for money, you people haven't learned anything about me. If you put me out there on the streets, my friend, it will be more of a blessing to me than it will be to you. I promise you. Because I have skills. It's better for you that I be here locked away in my apartment where nobody can see my brilliance. Because if you put me outside and I have to exercise my genius, have you thought about that? You think I'm going to be out there lying down all depressed and sad? I'll be up dancing for my money. Singing for my money. Reading for people for my money. I will not be out there a beggar. I will be a survivor. I do not like to see them homeless people out there. You just sit down on one side and then expect me to bring my hard-earned cash and put it. So you don't have no skills. I'm not that type of homeless person. If you make me homeless, I assure you, you will regret it. Your best bet is to keep me locked away from the public like I am now. You haven't thought about that? You see, the problem with you people is that you swear to God you understand me. But with so many brains, such a collective of brains, since 2008 till now, yo, your stats is ridiculously embarrassing when it comes to this war you've started with me. You people are so ego-driven that even when my truth is so glaringly obvious in your face, you choose not to believe it because you think that you can make me into who you see me as. The audacity, the stupidity. Actually, it's not audacious. It's just stupid. There's so many of you. My God. What y'all are trying to see my life become, you will never see it. Get that in your head. You will never see it. I will have a husband. I will have my singing career. I will have my hairdressing career. I will be so rich I have to create my own bank. I will have my own city of God. I will have my own society. There's nothing that you people can do to stop me from being who God has already called me to be. I didn't ask for these things. I have my messianic child. No matter how old I am. Call me Sarah. And call the man Abraham. And I certainly won't look like a prune. I'll be looking fabulous like this. Remember that too. So y'all are waiting for me to get old. Waiting for my clock to expire, not realizing that your bumper clock are going to expire before mine. You wasted your life trying to waste mine. Ain't that funny? You have all wasted your time and wasted your life trying to waste mine. That's how God works. That which the enemy meant for evil, God turn it around for good for those who love the Lord, those who depend on the Lord, those who trust God. Learn that. I am swaggerific under God. You want to fight against truth and think you're going to win. That's like the dumbest thing ever. So dumb. Fight against truth, you know. Truth. You want to fight against truth. Hey, and you're the guardians of the galaxy. Or the guardians of the galaxy. You call the shots to the people that do the do. You're the head. Idiots like you. It's a good thing God is a fair God. Or else you'd be the cause of our ruin. And I know that that's not going to be our fate. You ruining yourself. And this is why God continued to bless me, is because I bless even people like you who hate my guts so much that you try to destroy me. And here I am still being a blessing to you. And you wonder why God favors me. You wonder why I keep getting out of your tricks and your traps. I have friends in all the right places. God's friends are my friends. Even if I've never met them. Because I do things like this, I bless you still. This is called maturity. So the subject matter of this part of your message, we got mass migration. Migration. Time to leave. You gotta go. So who's leaving? Who has already left in their mind, but is still there in body? Who has already left in your from your organization, your world domination organization?
This trading account as portable as your favorite playlist. Download Amanda's award-winning mobile app and enjoy attractive spreads on a secure platform.
Did you do that? There's not supposed to be a commercial there. Yeah. So let's see how this one is supposed to be interpreted. Cause I want to come out sideways. It feels more correct like this. Okay, so mass migration, that's the subject matter. So we got establish more control in the reverse, accompanied by create a false sense of security. So to establish more control in the reverse is to establish less control. So right now you guys have a false sense of security. That's what you're working with. And look at the underlying issue. It's an act of rebellion against the system of furthering this one world government agenda. They're not on it. So right now within your world domination organization, some people are there only in body. They have already left in mind and spirit because they know better. Yeah, man. False sense of security. It doesn't make any sense. It's a lose-lose situation. Rebelling to include God worship. You see that? They don't want to fight against God anymore. They know better. They're like, let me take my ass where I belong, you see? Because I see where this is going and I do not want any parts of this. So we got influencing social life. And this is why you have this big question. Can I trust these people? Who can I trust in this organization anymore? Okay, I'm hearing I should read on. So we got rebelling for freedom of artistic expression. So people want to be able to be themselves. They don't want to pretend anymore. Let's read on. Rebelling for better pay. Because right now you think that you're about to inherit the world. We beg to differ. And those who no longer want to be a part of you, they already see that you're not getting what it is that you think. You want to go up against God for God's property and God's people. You see how God help you even though you're evil? So what more would God help us who try to do the right thing? Y'all are stupid. You lie to yourselves and you believe your lies. And that's why you keep losing. That's why you don't even know who you can trust right now, because it was a false sense of security in the first place. It was all an illusion. The foundation that you're building on is not solid. It never was, and it never will be. Rebelling for better pay, divert attention to boost sales and income. Rebelling to stop sexual immorality or harassment. So sexual immorality means interaction, not exactly sex, or maybe that has to do something with it too, but it's definitely talking about improper interaction. You're not dealing with the world right. You're not dealing with the rules, divine rules, right. You're not dealing with yourself right. You're not dealing with each other right. And they're not taking it anymore. They want what they deserve out of life. So divert attention. It's confusing you. Look, you're here thinking about it so much that it comes up as the most important thing to talk about in my next reading. This is a big issue for you. And this is why it's on the table. Because there's so many other things going on God could have talked about. Why this? It's because this is the strongest energy in the earth right now. You're worried because your organization is being disorganized. It's crumbling. It's been crumbling. I've been telling you that. So we got, it's the truth. They're collapsing the currency. So the currency in this case is not talking about money. It's talking about the loyalty. It's talking about the hands and the feet that you have on deck. It's talking about your ability to influence, your ability to call the shots and get things done. That is fading. That's your currency. That's your highest currency. It's not money that's your highest currency. It's the people who are a part of your organization, who jump when you say jump, who crawl when you say crawl, who kill when you say kill, who destroy when you say destroy. That's your strongest currency. They're collapsing the currency. You don't know who to trust now. Let's read on. Exactly. Fulfilling their end of the bribe. See? The people that you can call on, that's your currency. You're losing that. Your organization is being broken down. Your strength is diminishing. See that? Influencing division. Rebelling against being indoctrinated into foolishness about world domination, a world that don't belong to you. Dominating people, and people don't belong to you. We're born free and equal, said the Human Rights Declaration of the United Nations. I'm hearing read on. So we got influence in the music. What's music? It's a collection. It's not really a collection because it could be one single instrument, but it's like the flow of something is the music. So influencing the flow, casting a spell in an attempt to save their image or reputation. So these people are like, I'm not breaking down my character anymore for this nonsense. I'm not going any deeper into hell for this foolishness, because I see that we're not gonna get what we thought we were gonna get in the first place anyway. This is a waste of time. So we got create disappointment, maintaining rebelling to maintain their parental rights of brainwashing. So because these people have disappointed you, you now want to rebel to maintain your rights over them and this stupid plan that you got. Yo, if you want to go hell by yourself now. If you want to lose, go lose by yourself now. These people, they see better and know better, so they're not following you over that stupid cliff that you're about to fall over. They'll be up here still running their business, getting their life right with their God, making corrections for the bad things that they've done, healing themselves and their family, living life and getting to see what the future actually looks like. They're changing their lives, becoming better people because they know better. It's a losing battle. You got them on a losing battle. They now know. You can't accomplish this shit because first of all you're going up against divine rules, divine law. Creating bad karma for yourselves and those who choose to trust in your brainwashing, your false sense of security, your false hopes, your delusions. Delulu, as they say. You're delulu and that's not the solulu. So I'm gonna get this message and then we're gonna stop here for today and then we're gonna get the rest of the message tomorrow. Did I hurt your feelings by calling you guys stupid? What should I have said instead? Because I can't lie. When you figure out what I should have said instead, let me know. Oh, you want me to say it gently? Nah. You know why? Your head is too hard to say it gently. I'm trying to crack that impenetrable nut you call a head. So I have to hit you hard. So you're dumb. You chup it. I thought you had a good reasoning. You want me to sugarcoat it. I not sugarcoat fuckery. You don't deserve for me to sugarcoat anything. I'm still living with contaminated water. I'm still living with sabotage cigarettes. I'm still living with deadly fumes or destructive fumes coming from my kitchen sink and from my light bulbs and whatnot. I'm still living with bad fumes coming from behind the walls in this house like you people did to me in the last house. I'm still living with these little black particles that's been launched to ruin my lungs, my whole respiratory tract, my eyes, my throat. If I go outside right now, you still gonna have your people out there set up to torment my life in some kind of way. If I leave my apartment right now, you're gonna get whichever your secret agents to come in to do other things to my home to make it uncomfortable and unpleasant for me. So fuck off. You're stupid. Cause I'm still the same one that's here warning you that there's a cliff ahead. If you keep going in the same direction, you're gonna fall hard. You're not worthy of my compassion. You're worthy of God's compassion. You're not fucking worthy of mine. Because you don't show me any. And you're trying not to show my daughter any as well. So I'm going to deliver this message, but you're going to take it how you get it. Because I call it how I see it. If you deserved my respect, I would give you some. You don't have no respect for me. Let's keep it that way if that's how you want it. When you move, I move. Treat me with some respect, I'll give you some. So you're getting a free reading right now. This is the type of reading that I'm supposed to be getting at least millions for. And that's what y'all are afraid of. That's why you don't want me to run my tarot business. I'm going to make too much money. Because you know my readings are accurate. And you can count on me. But do you want to pay me? No, you don't want to pay me what I'm worth. Why? And this is the reason why I do a reading to find out how much to charge each customer. So I'm charging everybody what they can pay and what they should pay. Y'all can't stop me. This is a matter of life and death. I'm saving lives right now. How much should one get paid for something like this? I'm saving your whole future. I'm saving the future of your lineage. I'm saving your family for generations to come. This one decision can make a difference to the fortune of your whole family. This one decision made as a result of this confirmation reading will change your whole destiny and your whole fate. How much should that cost? If you were thinking it, this is a confirmation. Again. So the subject matter, which was passion from this deck, is talking about the fire, this drive that you have for world domination. God said you need to heal and awaken from your nonsense. In case that wasn't completely clear to somebody. Let me make it abundantly clear. Okay, so the subject matter of this part of your... We have get a part-time job. God said you need to segue your way out of this world domination thing, doing whatever the hell you do for your money right now, because this shit is gonna bring you such a ass whooping. You need to start to make your way out. Okay? Don't just think about it or talk about it. Start to make some moves about it. Alright. Okay, so we got do some research. God and its delegates are protecting you. Okay? Then we have keep calm and carry on in spite of these negative influences that are all around you. So this is for those of you who want to leave this organization. Okay? Because you know that the trajectory you're on is not a good one. You have grown past this nonsense. This part of the message is definitely for you. The other part was about you. This part is to you. Okay? So the underlying issue, we need to get a part-time job, and we got doing drugs. So that's talking about you not seeing things clearly. God says it takes courage to be different. Okay? So it's not gonna be an easy one. God want you to just bypass all their negative influences, because you know how your friends get down. You see what they do to people who don't agree with them. You see what they do to people who are in opposition to them. And the same will happen to you. Or they will try anyway. They're getting weaker, so maybe you will not feel it as much as people like myself, who were targets of the organization when the organization was at its peak or at its strongest. But you will be made to suffer somehow, because they still have a lot of people on their side, and you know this. So if you choose to separate yourself, or when you choose to separate yourself, expect to get a fight. Expect to have your reputation ruined, or at least attempt. Okay? So, you're not seeing things clearly. You need to know that so get a part-time job when it comes to doing drugs. Oh, so drugs cloud our judgment, right? It takes courage to be different. And we got a sabotage. Also, this is talking about what you are doing now. Okay? So this part-time job that you have, which is this world domination gig, is actually, you're not seeing things clearly. It's clouding your judgment. So God says it takes courage to be different. And then we got it's sabotage. Well, you're going to be sabotaged when you take the courage to be different. So we got who is he? Spend quality time with grandparents. So grandparents are like wise ones. The elders, that's the elders energy that came up. So there's a need for you to spend time with your elders. Then we got what are you great at? I will explain this all once we get the cards out. Look after the younger ones. So that's what the elders are great at, looking after the younger ones. So they have the wisdom, they've already walked the walk, they know how to talk the talk, and you need to gain their wisdom. Okay? So you need to see your guardians. The guardians of the guardians. Because it's not going so well. Things are not going well anymore within this organization. So what is God saying here? God is saying that this gig that you are on with this world domination ambition, just know that it takes courage to be different when you choose to leave, because it says do some research. God and his delegates are protecting you. So as you go about your business trying to learn what you need to learn, so you can keep calm in the face of these negative things that are going to come to you, and the underlying issue is because of what you were doing. So the message is to go do your research, hence spend time with your grandparents, and know that God is protecting you. So just keep calm and carry on. Let all the negative influencers, so that could be talking about the news reporters, the police, the doctors, you know how they got their system set up that they can use their system against you because you choose not to be a part of this failing organization anymore. Okay, so you were on the wrong path basically, and God's saying once you try to be different, they're going to sabotage you. So we got who is he. So who is this he that God is talking about? So this could be the grandparent person. It's a male figure. And then we have what are you great at, which is what are they great at. They're great at looking after the younger ones because it's not going well. So there's somebody that God is sending you to see right now. You need their wisdom to help you to overcome this, and just know that you're not alone. God and his delegates are looking after you. So the same type of people who protect me, they will also be protecting you, because you need to be protected, because we need as much good people in the world as we can manage to muster up, because we have a mission to accomplish. We're in a war here. We got who are they that you need to talk about where it's not going so well. It's these immature parents. So these people who want to lord over you. God said there's always a way, even through this gang stalking. So don't make no excuses. Push your pride aside. We got sincerely apologize. So you made a wrong turn with somebody that you need now. God said you need to push your pride aside, and you need to go and handle your business. Make things right. Sincerely apologize. That's talking about making things right. So it's not somebody specifically, it's just your wrong turn in life. We got who are you? Expect a good outcome. It is a test for you to learn from the past. So it's not a one person that you need to apologize to. It's just making corrections from the things that happened in the past. Okay? So this is generally talking about the change that you're about to make. You're about to leave the organization. God wants you to know it's going to be a challenge. Expect a challenge, but there are people out there to help protect you if you make the right moves. So the push your pride aside is talking about don't be ashamed to face the truth of who you were or who you are. And don't be afraid to make corrections where you have the opportunity to make corrections, because this is a test. So how you choose to handle this phase of your life's story, how you choose to handle this yourself in this chapter of your life story, is going to determine what happens to you next. Talking to all those who are planning on leaving this world domination organization. Okay? So we're gonna have to stop there for now, because we're almost into 2 hours. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more decks to bring you your messages from. And as usual, I'll have to continue that tomorrow, because my legs need to circulate blood, and I need to cook and do some other stuff. So, and I need to let you go to do what you got to do as well. But yeah, expect us to come back in the near future to continue this. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. I hope that this reading helped you. Okay, until next time, take care of yourself and each other.